some of the analogous properties of oxygen we call as 16 group elements. So again, some chemical properties and physical properties of the 16 group elements. Today we have to discuss the preparation of dimolecular oxygen. ಅಥವಾ oxygen molecule ಯಾವ ತರ prepare ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ in case of laboratory by using a different chemical process. Okay, so the first one is preparation of dioxygen. Preparation of dioxygen we call as molecular oxygen. Molecular oxygen. Okay. The preparation of dioxygen or molecular oxygen by different methods. We have to use the different methods in a laboratory. The first method is it is prepared by using some of the chemical substances we call as potassium chlorides. The formula for potassium chlorides is KClO3. This is the molecular formula for potassium chlorides. This potassium chloride we call as salts. Basically, the salts are potassium chlorides and nitrates. Okay, the salts are potassium chlorides and nitrates. One permanganate also. They undergo heating. ಅಥವಾ in presence of higher temperature, and one of the catalysts called manganese dioxide. Manganese dioxide gives rise to dimolecular oxygen. So take as one of the example here, the salt called as potassium chlorides. The potassium chloride, it is undergo heating. By heating of potassium chloride salts in presence of catalyst called manganese dioxide. Here the manganese dioxide is act as a catalyst. It is act as a catalyst. It gives us to see two molecules of potassium chlorides undergo heating undergo thermal decomposition antanu karithivi. Okay na? Because the reaction taking place in presence of heat. Even presence of catalyst, here the catalyst is a manganese dioxide. It gives us to two molecules of potassium chloride with the elimination of oxygen. See how many molecules of oxygen here present in case of reactant. Today as a two molecules of potassium chloride na ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟು molecule of oxygen ಇದೆ? It is 6. It taken as a molecular oxygen. Reaction balance ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ it liberates T molecule of molecular oxygen. It is a gas. The oxygen present in a gaseous state because it is a dioxygen ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಥವಾ molecular oxygen ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Okay, it is one of the process for the formation of dioxygen gas or molecular oxygen. It's one of the method by using the salts of this potassium chlorides or nitrates na ತಗೋಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಪರಮಾಂಗನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು dimolecular oxygen na ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು prepare ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. This is the first method. The next method is by thermal decomposition of some oxides of metals. Oxides of metals are metal oxides in the oxides of metals are metal oxide. See the thermal decomposition of metals. So usually we know that the oxide is a very abundant in our earth crust. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಈ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಜೊತೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೀಡ್ ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್, ಮೇ ಬಿ ಮೆಟಾಲಿಕ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಆರ್ ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಾಲಿಕ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Now here taken up one of the example is a metallic oxide Ag2O. This is called as a silver oxide. The formula for silver oxide is Ag2O. So now here taken as a two molecules of silver oxide, it is undergo thermal decomposition. What is meant by decomposition? The decomposition is taken as the reaction taking place in presence of heat. Decomposition nothing but breakage, cleavage anta artha ಇದೆ. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? The breakage, cleavage taking place in presence of heat. The thermal refers to heat energy. So the reaction taking place in presence of heat. Here taken as this symbol. This symbol is represent. This reaction is taking place in presence of heat energy. Now the AgO, the silver oxide undergo thermal decomposition. It gives us to silver with the elimination of dioxygen gas. With the elimination of dioxygen gas. In case of reactant, we take as a two molecules of metal oxide, the corresponding metal oxide. Here, the metal oxide is a silver metal oxide ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ because the silver is taken as a metal. Okay, 2 molecules ಅಂತ ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು molecule of silver formation ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? See, 2 ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ 4 molecules of silver is formed with elimination of 1 molecule of gas or molecular oxygen ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. It is one of the example when the thermal decomposition of some metal oxide. Okay, the next example is another example is EgO. What is mean by EgO? Is a mercuric oxide ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Mercuric oxide is the oxides of mercury or oxides of mercury. Here, the mercuric oxide undergo same process, the thermal decomposition. Thermal decomposition. Now here taken as a 2 molecules of oxides of mercury, it is undergo thermal decomposition. It gives it to see 2 molecules of mercury with the elimination of 1 molecule of oxygen or dioxygen gas in the eliminated. This is a gas. It is present in a gaseous state. Okay. The next example for metal here, usually we know that. So usually the lead oxides. The lead oxide also undergo thermal decomposition. For example, Pb3O4. It's one of the example for metal oxide. Here metal is a lead. This is called as a lead oxide at the correct. Okay na? Here also taken as a 2 molecules of lead oxide. It is undergo thermal decomposition. It is undergo thermal decomposition. It gives it to see lead oxide. Okay, lead oxide with the elimination of oxygen gas. With the elimination of oxygen gas, the reaction balance agidya check ಮಾಡಿ. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? reduce 6 ಇದೆ. So taken as a 6 molecule of lead oxide formation ಆಗುತ್ತೆ with the elimination of oxygen. See, oxygen 4 2 8. Here 6 plus 2. Here 8. The reaction is balanced. This is a 3 example. The last example for thermal decomposition of some metal. Taken as a metal oxide here. Same. You know lead oxide present in the form of this molecular state. Again, taken as another example. Lead oxide Pb2O. Pb2O. Now taken as a 2 molecules of Pb2O. This is also lead oxide. So it is also undergo thermal decomposition. Molecular formula vary irutte. Molecules are in variation. Okay na? So it is also undergo thermal decomposition. It is also gives us to lead oxide with the elimination of oxygen. Nothing but dioxygen gas. The reaction balance agbekalva. See, here also taken as a 2 molecules of lead oxide. Alige see 2 oxygen again plus 2 oxygen. 4 oxygens agutta 2 2 ne ide. Hodalva? Here taken as a lead PbO2 anta ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. So usually taken as a 2 molecules of oxygen ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ eliminate. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? So generally taken as a PbO2, so Pb2O taken as a lead oxide. General ಆಗಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? So lead 2 plus stator formation ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? Pb 2 plus oxygen 2 minus cancel PbO. ತಗೋಬೋದಾ? lead oxide. And the different molecular state of metals reacts with this. It is undergo thermal decomposition. It gives us to the corresponding metal with the elimination of dioxygen gas. With the elimination of dioxygen gas, it is one of the method for the preparation of dioxygen gas by using the oxides of some metal. The oxides of some metal. These are undergo thermal decomposition. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ thermal decomposition ಅಂದ್ರೆ meaning ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ? The reaction taking place in presence of heat ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? The next method for the preparation of same dioxygen gas by using hydrogen peroxide. We are familiar with hydrogen peroxide. The molecular formula for hydrogen peroxide is H2O2. The next method for the preparation of dioxygen gas. The third method by decomposition of hydrogen peroxide. So usually we know that the hydrogen peroxide, it is undergo decomposition. Now taking as a reaction for the decomposition of hydrogen peroxide, two molecule of hydrogen peroxide. It is undergo decomposition, very important, in presence of a catalyst called manganese dioxide. Manganese dioxide is a catalyst. In this reaction, the manganese dioxide acts as a catalyst. This is a catalytic reaction at the correct. The manganese dioxide catalyzes the reaction at the correct. Okay, na? Basically, it is a decomposition reaction. What is meant by decomposition? Is a breakage or cleavage taking place in the molecule. It gives rise to further the different molecules or new chemical substances. So, it is taking place in presence of catalyst manganese dioxide. It gives rise to molecule of water and oxygen gas. Reaction balance agya. Now, take as two molecules of water. Two molecules of water. This is called as hydrogen peroxide. It is a hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide. It is water, okay, and dioxygen gas. Dioxygen gas. This is a third method for the preparation of dioxygen gas. The fourth one is, we know that the water undergo electrolysis process we already studied in the lower classes, right? The water undergo hydrolysis to give rise to hydrogen and oxygen gas. Same method we have to use here by electrolysis. Electrolysis of water. Electrolysis of water to give hydrogen and oxygen gas. Oxygen gases. The electrolysis of water molecule to give hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. Here oxygen present in molecular state, even hydrogen also present in molecular state. The stable state of formation both are present in molecular form. We take as a di-oxygen gas and di-hydrogen gas. So usually the water undergo hydrolysis the cathode and anode use for. What is meant by electrolysis process? We have to introduce electrode here. Two electrode introduce one is cathode, the other one is anode. In this electrolysis process of water, the hydrogen is released or evolved at cathode. At cathode, the oxygen gas is evolved at anode. Okay. In case of electrolysis process, electrolysis of water, oxygen and hydrogen gas is released. The hydrogen is released at the cathode, oxygen gas is released at the anode. It is also one of the methods for the preparation of dioxygen gas. It is also called as molecular oxygen. It is present in gaseous state. Okay. In generally, even air also contains the mixture of gases. It is a very abundant. The oxygen is a very abundant because surrounding atmosphere, oxygen is a very abundant. So, different compounds, it may be present in combined state, it may be present in the form of mixture in case of gaseous state, right? So, usually it is also present in air. In air, the oxygen like separate many gases. We have to separate the oxygen gas from mixture of air. Usually, the air consists the mixture of gases, right? In case of the carbon dioxide, carbon dioxide, water vapors water vapors air carbon dioxide gases other gases mixture you will separate we have to separate it from these mixture the oxygen gas. It is also one of the method nowadays. The maximum capacity, percentage the maximum percentage of this oxygen, the molecular oxygen is produced in the laboratory, like electrolysis process in the amount of like oxygen gas produce method in case air mixture in the we have to separate all the gases the separated oxygen gas from these mixture. Okay na? Basically first air air carbon dioxide carbon dioxide water molecule first remove from air mixture. It is also one of the method. From mixture of air, the mixture of air consists the mixture of gases including water vapors, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ವಾಟರ್ ವೇಪರ್ಸ್ ನ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ರಿಮೂವ್ first basically initially we have to remove carbon dioxide gas and water vapors removed by heating ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ by using any method. ಈ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಬರೀ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಖಂಡಿತ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇದು ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಾಯ್ತು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ we have to liquefy remaining mixture ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ after removing of carbon dioxide and water remaining mixture ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಆ remaining mixture ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ liquefy ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. because for removing of other gases present in the mixture, okay na, other than carbon dioxide water, because carbon dioxide ಮತ್ತೆ water ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ by using chemical process we have to separate, okay na, remove ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಆ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ we have to liquefy. Why? Because the other gases also removed by liquefaction process. After liquefaction process we have to distillate fractional distillates ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. fractional distillates ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ it is obtained nitrogen, molecular nitrogen gas eliminate ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. after fractional distillation nitrogen gas and oxygen gas is obtained from the mixture of air, okay na. air mixture alli different gases irutte. basically we have to remove carbon dioxide and water vapors by using maybe the chemical process, any one of the chemical process. after the remaining mixture it is undergo liquefaction, we call as a liquefied anta karithivi. why? because the other gases also present in this mixture adana remove ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. after removing these other gases the process called liquefaction are liquefied to give rise to nitrogen and dioxygen while distillating. fractional distillation ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. it is also one of the method for the preparation of dioxygen gas. okay, these are called the methods of preparation of dioxygen gas. so we know that the oxygen is a very important ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಲೈಕ್ things ಅಥವಾ whatever taken as a chemical substances it is undergo combustion ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, oxidation ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಈ process ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ we need oxygen ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ. so usually we also need oxygen because of breathing ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, we call as respiration process. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು combustion process ಗೆ oxygen ಬೇಕು. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ the importance of oxygen is a very very important. see the importance of oxygen is a very very important. we call as essential component ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ ಬ್ರೀತಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬ್ರೀತಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಶುರು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. our blood is also consist of oxygen. so the next one is the uses of this dioxygen. ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಯೂಸಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ usually so the first uses is the basic, the fundamental uses is the respiration process. ಎಲ್ಲ ಲೈಕ್ ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಸಮ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಬೇಕು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ we need oxygen ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಬಷನ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ we need oxygen. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ದೇ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲೈಕ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅವುಗಳನ್ನ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ we have to use the industrial uses ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. the industrial uses of the some of the preparation of other chemical substances ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ we have to use this oxygen. so some of the substances like it is act like a fuels. ಈ ಫ್ಯೂಯಲ್ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಈಗ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಈಗ ರಾಕೆಟ್ ನ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ಅ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ಯೂಯಲ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಕೂಡ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಫ್ಯೂಯಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ವೆಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಶಾಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ದ oxyacetylene flame is the mixture of oxygen and acetylene. it is used for welding purpose ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. this is like majority of uses of this oxygen. ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಯೂಸಸ್ ಇದೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ we need oxygen ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಆರ್ ಲ್ಯಾಬೊರೇಟರಿ ಓಕೆನಾ ಫ್ಯೂಯಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕಂಬಷನ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಿದೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಬೇಕಿದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ as somewhat uses of this dioxygen. okay, that oxygen is a distinct group element. The next one is the properties of this oxygen. Generally we call as physical property. is the physical properties of this dioxygen molecule? Usually this dioxygen is a colorless. Kannigu kuda kanangilla. Hodalva? It is a colorless, it is a odorless, and it is a tasteless. Next one is physical properties of dioxygen. One is physical properties. Dioxygen. Okay. See, I told you the dioxygen is a colorless gas. The first one is it is a colorless, odorless, and tasteless. There is no taste at all. There is no color. There is no smell or odor. Odorless anta. This is not the physical property of this dioxygen gas. This dioxygen gas is a soluble in water. Generally, we know that it is a soluble in water. Namik matra enagutte oxygen gas beka respiration madlikke. Even some of aquatic plants agbodu athwa animals agbodu, we call as marine system anta karitivi, organism. ಅವುಗಳಿಗೂ ಏನು ಬೇಕು? ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಬೇಕು. ಸಿ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಲೈಕ್ ವಾಟರ್. ವಾಟರ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಅವು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅಷ್ಟು ಹಾಳಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು ಅವಳಿಗೆ? ಬ್ರೀತಿಂಗ್, ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್. ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್, ಅವುಗಳಿಗೂ ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ಗೆ ದೇ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನೀಡ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್. ಸೊ ವಿ ನೋ ದಟ್ ದ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಲ್ ಇನ್ ವಾಟರ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್. ದ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಲ್ ಇನ್ ವಾಟರ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಲ್ ಇನ್ ವಾಟರ್. Soluble in water. Because of this solubility nature, so usually we like range na tagodayitu ande. What is the amount? The range of this oxygen is a solubility in water. Usually the amount of 3.08 cm cube of oxygen. This amount of oxygen, it is dissolved. The capacity of this 3.08 cm cube of this amount of oxygen dissolved. Completely dissolved 100 cm cube of water. Okay, 100 cm cube of water. This facilitates the solubility of oxygen in water. This facilitates just it is supported the vital. Vital support anta kariti. We call it as vital support to the like marine or aquatic nature. Aquatic nature ಇರುವಂತ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, we called as organism. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಆ ಮೆರೈನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಕ್ವಾಟಿಕ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? This range of oxygen, usually 3.08 cm cube of oxygen, it is dissolved 100 cm cube of water. This is called as solubility of oxygen in water. This facilitate or support the vital support to the marine and aquatic animals and organisms, even plants also. Okay na? Because of this solubility of oxygen in water. The next one is it is heavier gas anta karitheve than air. Air ginta enagutte idradu weight enirutte taken as like mass athwa weight anta tagolthivi. So usually it is present in gaseous state. It is heavier than air. It is heavier than air. It's very very important. Okay. So completely taken as a air, heavier ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಆ air ಗಿಂತ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? taken as a like amount ಅಂತ volume ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದಾಯ್ತು. Basically it is a present in gaseous state. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಇದು heavier ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Okay. The next one is the next point of this like physical property of oxygen is taken as a like ಈ freezing point ಅಂತ ತಗೋಬಹುದು ನಾವು. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? freezing point. So usually it is dioxygen. So usually freezing point ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಮತ್ತೆ melting point, boiling point ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Usually this is very very important. ಈ 90 degree Kelvin ಅಲ್ಲಿ taken as a 90 degree Kelvin ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? It is undergo liquefaction. ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is liquefied at temperature 90 degree Kelvin. Taken as a 90 Kelvin, not degree. It is a 90 Kelvin. Taken as a Celsius. It's converted into Celsius is equal equal to the minus 83 degree Celsius. The minus 83 degree Celsius or 90 Kelvin alli enagutte. Usually this dioxygen undergo liquefaction or it is liquefied at the temperature 90 Kelvin or is equal to the, in case of Celsius, minus 183 degree Celsius. Okay, it is also undergo freezing. We called as freezes. This dioxygen gas freezes at temperature. At temperature, it is taken as a 90 degree. This is a 55 Kelvin. It is a 55 Kelvin. In case of Celsius, it is 218.4 degree Celsius. 218 minus 218.4 degree Celsius. Okay, now it is liquefied at temperature range 90 Kelvin. In case of Celsius, minus 183 degree Celsius. In case it is freezes at 55 degree Kelvin, 55 Kelvin minus 218.4 degree Celsius in case of Celsius. Okay. The next, this dioxygen gas is also exists somewhat isomeric forms of the isotopes. Different isotopes exist. We called as stable isotopic form of the current. It is also exhibit different stable isotopes. Different stable isotopes ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಥವಾ isotopic form ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. So generally see, so oxygen usually ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ taken as like 16 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ formation ಆಗುತ್ತೆ 17 16 oxygen 17 again oxygen 18 ಈ form ಅಲ್ಲಿ different forms of isotope ಅಥವಾ isotopic form ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ exist ಆಗುತ್ತೆ oxygen. In case of dioxygen, we call as dioxygen. The magnetic nature of this dioxygen is a paramagnetic. Paramagnetic nature. See, this is a paramagnetic nature. So the magnetic nature depends on unpair of electrons. Howdalva electronic configuration bardu the present and absence of unpair electrons, we have to conclude this is a paramagnetic nature, it is a diamagnetic nature in presence of unpaired electrons. In case of dioxide, it is a paramagnetic nature, presence of unpaired electrons. Okay, this is regarding the physical properties of dioxygen gas. The next one is the chemical properties of dioxygen gas. Usually we know that the oxygen is the most electronegative atom than fluorine. If fluorine bitre ನಮ್ಮ periodic table ಅಲ್ಲಿ most electronegative atom ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ oxygen. Is a very reactive. We know that the oxygen combined reactions are very reactive, taken as a vigorous reactions. See, based on this all properties of oxygen, it is also undergo some type of chemical reactions. It may be specific and unique chemical reactions. The next is the chemical properties of oxygen. Chemical properties. Chemical properties of dioxygen. See, this dioxygen we know that is reacts with maybe metals, even non-metals. ಈ metals ಜೊತೆನೂ react ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, non-metals ಜೊತೆನೂ react ಆಗುತ್ತೆ oxygen because it's a very reactive element. So this oxygen is reacts both metals as well as non-metals. It is one of the nature. So usually this oxygen reacts with metals and non-metals ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? Metals and non-metals. Okay, reacts with metals and non-metals. But in case of some metals, reacts with both metals and non-metals. In case of some metals like gold and platinum. So gold and platinum, Au and P. Some metals like platinum and noble gases. Some noble gases, generally all noble gases. Generally noble gases. Noble gases. See, this dioxide reacts with metals and non-metals, but this does not react with some metals like gold and platinum. This does not react with some metals like gold and platinum and noble gases. Generally, because of the reactivity of oxygen, generally we told that the oxygen is react with all metals and all non-metals. Because of their reaction nature, reactivity nature. But some metals like gold and platinum and some noble gases, taken as noble gases, does not react with oxygen. It is chemically inert towards the reaction between gold and platinum and noble gases. Next, the oxygen is a very important. This oxygen so yaake general different combined different compounds formation different compounds formation they present in a combined state. So usually we know that this case of oxygen if bond formation usually we know that dioxygen oxygen oxygen bond we call it as oxygen double bond in case of dioxygen the oxygen atoms double bond. A double bond again equals the bond energy. The bond energy of these between two oxygen atoms is a very high. Tumane jasti irutte bond energy. Hudalva adu easy break madlikagala. Because why? Because the reactions is a very exothermic reaction. Generally, oxygen different elements of the compounds they combine these reactions are exothermic in nature. These are exothermic. These reactions are exothermic in nature. Exothermic nature. What is meant by exothermic? Energy release release out from a reaction. Release out from the reaction. At the reaction release out. So only we call it as exothermic reactions. ಯಾವ reactions? The oxygen combined reactions with other elements and other compounds with react different compound formation the reaction should be exothermic in nature. So why it is ಅಷ್ಟು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ oxygen molecule react ಆಗಲ್ಲ bond break ಆಗಲ್ಲ in between oxygen atoms in case of dioxygen because the bond dissociation energy we call it as bond dissociation energy. See, bond dissociation energy is very high. Bond dissociation energy is a very high in case of double bond between oxygen atoms is equal to the see 493.4 degree Celsius. Sorry, is not the degree Celsius. It's a 493.4 energy kilojoule per mole. Sorry, this is the energy is equal to the energy 493.4 kilojoule per mole is the energy. Energy break out the bond break because of energy just bond dissociation energy of oxygen. Okay na, so only it is not easily react with the other element bond break so because of these properties of this oxygen it is also involved okay na some chemical reaction so based on this property it is reacts with metals, it reacts with non-metals, it also reacts with the other compound also. We see the reactions of this dioxygen. The first chemical property of dioxygen is this reacts with some metals. We take one of the example. We are already familiar with these reactions in lower classes. Lower classes study ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ general. So So usually now we are taken as one of the example reaction with metals to give basic oxides. So usually the dioxygen reacts with metals. The chemical property, the first chemical reaction, chemical properties of dioxygen. Okay, usually it is reacts with the first one is reaction with metals to give basic oxide. So general ಆಗಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಜೊತೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನು ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ ಸೊ ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ A is aluminum and taken as oxygen to form Al2O3 formation ಆಗುತ್ತೆ now we take as 4 molecules of aluminum 3 molecules of oxygen ನ ಯುಟಿಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ it gives us to 2 molecules of Al2O3 see so ಇದನ್ನ reaction balance ಆಗಿದೆನಾ so usually some metal oxides are exhibit both acidic as well as basic property next ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ it is also one of the example for the reaction with the metal to gives basic oxide. Usually these are basic in nature as well as acidic in nature. So next reaction is one of the example. Okay, today is a metal. So another metal is a familiar metal is a calcium. You know the reaction. The calcium is reacts with oxygen. The calcium is reacts with the oxygen. It also gives us to calcium oxide. Calcium oxide. The 2 molecules of calcium metal. It reacts with 1 molecule of oxygen to give us to 2 molecules of calcium oxide. See, these are 2 examples of the metals reacts with the oxygen. ಅಥವಾ oxygen ಜೊತೆ metals react ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ it gives us to basic oxide. These oxide usually it is calcium oxide. It is a basic in nature. It is basic in nature. So what is mean by basic nature? It is dissolved in water. It is act like a base. It is act like a base on the hydroxide formation. Okay, these are 2 reactions. For example, for the metal gives to basic oxide and it is reacts with the oxygen. The next reaction is reaction with non-metals. Reaction with non-metal to give acidic oxides. To give acidic oxide, the first and familiar example for non-metal is a carbon. The carbon reacts with oxygen. The carbon reacts with oxygen to give rise to carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. So another example taken as a non-metal is a phosphorus. The phosphorus also reacts with the oxygen. 5 molecules of oxygen. It gives rise to phosphorus pentoxide. 2 molecules of phosphorus pentoxide formation. Okay, now these metal oxides are acidic in nature. Okay, acidic nature. That's acidic metal oxide. The next one is it is also reacts with the other compounds. For example, the very familiar hydrocarbon is a simple hydrocarbon is a methane. Now we take it as a simple hydrocarbon. The methane reacts with oxygen. It is also gives us to carbon dioxide and water molecule. Howdalva? It is like familiar reactions ಇವella basic reactions. Already lower classes ಅಲ್ಲಿ study ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಹಿಂದೆ first year PUC ಅಲ್ಲಿ repeated reactions. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? See, the methane gas reacts with the oxygen to give carbon dioxide and water molecule. Carbon dioxide gas ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ eliminate ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು molecule of oxygen ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ see 2 plus 2 molecules of water ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ eliminate ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ 2 plus 2 molecules of oxygen ಜೊತೆ react ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, now it is a somewhat other compounds ಜೊತೆ react ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. For example, other compound ಯಾವುದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ methane. So ಅದೇ in case of zinc, sulfur. Zinc sulfide ಜೊತೆ react ಆದಾಗ ಯಾವ ತರ compounds formation ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಸಿ zinc sulfide reacts with oxygen to form a zinc oxide with elimination of sulfur dioxide. With elimination of sulfur dioxide. The sulfur dioxide also gas. The sulfur dioxide also gas here. So the reaction balance agidya check mark. So zinc oxide alva 2 molecules of zinc sulfur reacts with oxygen. 2 plus ಇಲ್ಲಿ sulfur ಇದನ್ನ so ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ reaction balance ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. See it has 2 molecules of zinc oxide sulfur dioxide. Here 2 ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ 2 2 4 plus 2 ಇದನ್ನ 6 ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಗಬೇಕು oxygen? It is reacts with 3 molecules of oxygen. Reacts with 3 molecules of oxygen. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? This is the reaction of oxygen. Reaction of oxygen. It reacts with metals and non-metals and other compounds like methane and zinc sulfide. Again, it is also undergo like catalyzed reaction. Some other catalyzed reaction. For example, we mention catalyzed reaction. It is taking place in presence of catalyst. For example, sulfur dioxide. The sulfur dioxide undergo catalyzed reaction in presence of catalyst called vanadium pentoxide. Vanadium pentoxide. Other jothe react again, it also gives rise sulfur trioxide. Sulfur dioxide green agutte. Sulfur trioxide agutte. Usually see sulfur dioxide it is undergo catalytic reaction in presence of catalyst called vanadium pentoxide. It gives rise to sulfur trioxide. It has 2 molecules. 2 molecules to ತಗೋಬೋದಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? See 2 molecules or 3 molecules. So generally sulfur dioxide it is undergo in presence of vanadium pentoxide. It gives rise to sulfur trioxide formation. It is called as catalyzed reaction. Catalyzed reaction because it is utilized oxygen. Utilized oxygen. See 1 molecule of oxygen is again 2 molecules alva. It may be utilized 2 molecules of sulfur dioxide. Like 2 molecules of sulfur dioxide, it is utilized 1 molecule of oxygen in presence of a catalyst called vanadium pentoxide. Here the vanadium pentoxide is a catalyst because it is the catalyzed reaction. These are catalyzed reaction. Sulfur trioxide formation. 2 sulfur, 4 plus 2, 3 oxygen, 6 oxygens. Okay. So other example HCl at HCl is also one of the example. So oxygen jothe react again agutte. See Cl barutte how many molecules of HCl? It means 6 molecule of HCl ಅಂತ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. See 3 molecules of chlorine gas ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಹುಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದೇನು ವಾಟರ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ H2 water molecule ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. See how many molecules? 2 ಇದೆ. 6 molecule of water ಅಲ್ವಾ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ 3 molecule 6 molecule of chlorine ಇದೆ. ಅದರ 6 atoms of chlorine ಇದೆ. 3 molecules of water ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 6 this is runs to 3 ಗುರುತಲ್ವಾ. This is very important. This is regarding the chemical reactions. It is the high oxygen reacts with the other compounds. This is called as a generalized chemical reactions. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಈ chemical reaction ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ metal oxides formation ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, non metal oxides formation ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So usually called as metal oxides ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. either metal oxide formation ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ we need other chemical substances. See, take this one of the example. So general example here taken as calcium oxide. This is a metal. See, this is called as binary compound ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ because it consists 2 atoms. Binary compound. See, the binary compounds ಅಥವಾ a binary compound with oxygen. A binary compound with oxygen to form other elements ಅಥವಾ reacts with other elements. Another element ಜೊತೆ ಇರಬಹುದು. See, it is a binary compound. ಯಾವುದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿಯಂ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ನ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ, ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್. So it is a binary compound with oxygen. Oxygen ಇದೆ, oxygen and another elements. Another element ಯಾವ್ದಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? Calcium. So now we take as one of the definition. See, a binary compounds with oxygen and other elements. ಇರುವಂತ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ? ಜನರಲಿ we call as oxide compounds ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Generally we call as oxide. Okay, these oxides are formed due to the reaction of metals as well as non-metals with oxygen molecule. The oxygen molecule jothe react adaga metals and non-metals or any other substances to form a oxide. This is called as binary compounds. Now we have to study some of the example for binary compounds. Here the particular example is the oxides. Oxide formation. Usually we have to study here the simple oxide. Generally simple oxide. These are some of the example for simple oxide. It is also example for simple oxide. So now the simple oxides also classified in different groups based on their property. Which type of property? The chemical nature. It may be acidic, it may be basic, it may be amphoteric, it may be neutral, or it may be present in the form of mixed. Mixed form of present in both, or it is maybe neutral, or it may be basic, or it may be acidic. Okay, so based on this, the chemical property or chemical characteristics and the it is again we have to classify the different groups. Okay, now we have to study the different groups of the simple oxide. The first one is acidic oxides. The second one basic oxides, amphoteric oxides, and neutral oxide, mixed oxides. Okay, the first one is, in case of simple oxide, the first one is acidic oxides. So ಯಾವ basis ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇವುಗಳನ್ನು ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? based on their character, the chemical nature or character. Which type of character? Acidic nature, basic nature, ಅಥವಾ neutral nature, ಅಥವಾ it is amphoteric nature. See, we have to discuss what is meant by amphoteric nature. Okay, the first one is acidic oxides. The first one is acidic oxide. The oxides are, what is mean by this acidic oxide? Here the oxides of metallic oxide ಮತ್ತು non metallic oxide ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Usually ಈ acidic nature formation ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ we need non metallic. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? The non metals, the non metallic oxides, non metallic oxide, non-metallic oxides dissolve in water to give acids. To give acid, he is known as acidic oxide. Is known as acidic oxide. See, the first one is acidic oxide, the non-metallic oxide. Usually, in non-metals with reacted oxygen ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? It is gives rise to acidic oxide. ಆಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? It basically is acidic in nature ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. So here saying we have to apply acidic oxides, or these are oxides. These are formed due to the reaction between non-metal and oxygen when it is dissolved in water to give acid. To give acid, this type of oxides are called as acidic oxides. Generally, so the acidic oxide after formation agutte andre the reaction between all metals and non-metals. All non-metals. ತಗೋಬೋದಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? All non-metallic oxides. Metallic oxides are acidic in nature. Acidic in nature, or is also called as acidic oxides. Acidic in nature ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ acidic oxide ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬಹುದು. Acidic oxides ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ? These are called as, see, acidic oxide, or these are acidic in nature. So take as one of the example. Here get acidic nature. So usually now take as one of the example in non-metal. So sulfur dioxide na ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. Example. It is one of the example for non-metallic oxide. ತಗೋಬೋದಾ? Sulfur dioxide. So it is dissolved in water. The sulfur dioxide dissolved in water, it gives rise to, see, H2O3. What is meant by H2O3 here? Hydrogen. It is a sulfurous acid ಅಂತ ಕರೀಬೋದಾ? See, the name is sulfurous acid. Okay. So basically it is a acid. So acid formation ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So basically it is a non-metallic oxide of sulfur. It is dissolving water. It is dissolving water to give rise to acid. Which type of acid here? Sulfurous acid. Sulfurous acid. This is one of the example for acidic oxide. Okay, na? Because it gives rise to acid. So other than sulfur dioxide, you have to see the many examples like see the chlorine chlorine, chlorides, the oxides of chlorine ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಥವಾ oxides of nitrogen, ಇದು also see 5 N2O5 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. So this is other examples. These are other examples for acidic oxides. These are other examples for acidic oxide. So you will not bit ಬೇರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ manganese ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. So usually these are called non-metallic oxide. So general ಆಗಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, it depends on higher oxidation state. Some metal oxide also exhibit acidic oxide ಅಥವಾ they also exhibit acidic character when it is dissolving water. So it's a very very important for your competitive exams. The metal oxides like manganese dioxide ಆಗಬಹುದು, even carbon dioxide ಕೂಡ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. It's a non-metallic in nature. Okay, these are example for the metals written as a non-metal. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಮತ್ತು non-metal ಎರಡು ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದು ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜನರಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ non-metallic oxides ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ವಾಟರ್ ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ they are acidic in nature. But in case of higher oxidation state of metals also gives the acidic oxides. Very very important for your competitive exams, NEET and CET. ಇಲ್ಲಿ manganese oxides ಬರುತ್ತೆ, the oxides of manganese and oxides of chromium, the oxides of chromium and oxides of vanadium, the vanadium pentoxide ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. In case higher oxidation state, these metallic oxides also act as a acidic oxide because acidic in nature, it gives rise to acids. Okay, these are regarding acidic oxide. The next one is basic oxide. The next one is basic oxides. The basic oxide is formed due to the reaction between dioxygen and metals. In metal ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಜೊತೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಆಗಲೇ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು, ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಈಗ we take as examples for metals here. Calcium is a familiar example for us, calcium, because we already studied the calcium reacts with like oxygen jothe react ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, calcium oxide formation ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. These are called as metallic oxide ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ, metallic oxides. This metallic oxide reacts with water. It gives rise to hydroxides. See, in the example calcium oxide ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, it is metallic in nature. It is reacts with water or it is dissolved in water. It gives rise to calcium hydroxide. This calcium hydroxide is basic in nature. This reaction is indicates here. This metallic oxide, when it is dissolved in water, it gives rise to base. Base ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, formation ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಯಾವಾಗ, when it is dissolved in water. Okay, it's a very very important. It's a basic difference between acidic oxide and basic oxide. So ಯಾವಾಗ acidic character like impart ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವಾಗ basic character impart ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ is a very very important. Okay, so some other examples generally we take as a metals, sodium oxide ಆಗಬಹುದು, again lithium oxide, again barium oxide. These metallic oxides are basic in nature. Okay, these are example for basic oxides. The next one is amphoteric oxides at the generally. So we know the meaning of amphoteric. So what is meant by amphoteric? Some metal oxides are written as a metal oxide or non-metal oxide. So in case of amphoteric, particularly written as a metal oxide. These metal oxides behave like both acidic as well as basic when it is dissolved in water or it is reacts with an acid or bases. So the best example is we already studied is the aluminum oxide. Odalva, the aluminum in A2O3 is the best example. It is a metal oxide reacts with an acid. Now we take as a HCl. HCl not the so 6 molecule of HCl. It is reacts with HCl when it is dissolved in water. It gives rise to acidic nature in the compound formation. See, AlO3 see, Al is a complex water molecule. How many times? 6 times. They carry 3 plus charge in aqueous media, nothing but water media. It is formed 2 molecules plus 6 chlorine atoms. 6 chlorine atoms. See, these are example. This is a best example for metallic oxide. This metallic oxide, when it is reacts with acid, it gives us to aluminum hydroxide. Aqueous form layer, nothing but water layer. Okay na? This indicates this is acidic in nature because it reacts with an acid. This is acidic in nature. Same metal oxide, it is reacts with base A2O3. We call it as aluminium oxide or aluminium trioxide. It reacts with the base sodium hydroxide in presence of water. It gives us to the complex called aluminium combined state of formation complex. Direct product intermediate beta. So direct difference the compound here sodium aluminium hydroxide complex in formation. So very see, this is a complex. 2 molecules of this is sodium aluminium hydroxide complex. Correct. It is also present in aqueous. Nothing but water layer present in the form of solution. See, these 2 reactions of metal oxide, the same metal oxide, indicating this reacts with both acid as well as base. Acid reactor is acidic nature and base reactor basic nature and one day metal oxide, it is reacts with both acid as well as base. This property is called as amphoteric in nature. Amphoteric in nature. This type of oxides are called as amphoteric oxides. Okay, amphoteric. So what is meant by amphoteric? The metal oxide, some metal oxide reacts both acid as well as base because of they produce both acidic character as well as basic character. So only this type of metal oxides are called as amphoteric oxide. The property is called as amphoteric in nature. It's very important. Okay, these are some types like some few types of metal oxide: acidic oxide, basic oxide, and amphoteric oxide. In your competitive exams, they will ask mixed oxide anta barutte matte neutral oxides anta barutte. Generally, neutral oxides andre like either acidic or taken as a basic. Either acidic agbodu or basic agbodu. So generally ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ acidic character ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಇಂಪರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ basic character ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಇಂಪರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ಯಾವ character ನ ಇಂಪರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. So this type of acids are called as neutral oxides ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Okay, the fourth type of oxides, the simple oxides, is a neutral oxide. The best example for neutral oxide is a carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide, dinitrogen oxide, and nitrous oxide. These are best example for neutral oxides. These are act like neither acid as well as basic oxide. Somewhat reaction conditions na modify ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ನ ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ತೋರಿಸದೇನೋ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಈ ತರ ಲೈಕ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್. The last one is very important for your competitive exams, mixed oxides anta karithi. Generally the different metallic oxide like Pb3O4 again Fe3O4 is the best example for mixed oxide. These two are example for mixed oxides. They will ask your competitive exams examples. Give an example for mixed oxide. One is PbO4. Again, the second one is the iron oxide anta karite. Okay na? Ivanna mixed oxide anta karite. Okay na? They are separated oxide. Is a very important for your competitive exam. Here ಕೆಳಗಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಬಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ Pb is also metal ತಗೋಬೋದಾ again the iron also metal so usually ನಾವು metallic oxide ಅಂತ ತಗೋಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ these are different from metallic oxide we called as mixed oxide. Okay, the next one is ozone. Is one of the compound. It is formed with the chemical reaction of oxygen molecule. We have studied. I will come to next class.